Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the 274th edition of Cinema Effect, the podcast where we review and talk about a different movie every single Monday. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere else you get your podcasts. So subscribe, leave us a rating. If you've never listened before, maybe listen like 3 minutes before you recognize how incredible this podcast is, then give us 5 stars. That'd be great. This week, the movie we're reviewing is Project Hail Mary. No, it's not. It was in my head. The movie where I was so on, I was on a roll there. I was feeling the momentum. And I kind of went into autopilot a little bit, clearly. No, That movie's not out yet. We're reviewing The Running Man, which opened in the US on November 14th, 2025. It was directed by Edgar Wright, who, if I'm not mistaken, has never been on this show.
You haven't done like Hot Fuzz or something like that?
No.
Was he involved in Slaughterhouse Rules in any way? Like a producer?
I feel like everyone was involved in that, so probably. Yeah, that sort of does check out. Like everyone else that he's involved with was involved in that. So, but no, we've never done an Edgar Wright movie. That's kind of nuts. But so nice. I'm pleased about that. It is an action sci-fi film, and the synopsis says: a man joins a game show in which contestants, allowed to flee anywhere in the world, are pursued by hunters hired to kill them. Yep. Awesome. Luke, Spooky Sir, what did you think of The Running Man?
I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was it's a movie that I don't know why people were so excited about it. I feel like Jaden was really quite excited about it. I didn't really understand until I sort of learned that Edgar Wright, I kind of realized who he was. So when everyone was sort of originally talking about it, I was like, oh, is this supposed to be like a movie of the year? Is this supposed to be a big event? Or is this supposed to be like just sort of a standard movie? So I sort of went in with not too high of expectations. And I think that served me really well. I mean, I kind of like Glen Powell. He's been in a few things that I've seen already. And I was like, some of the other characters, I was like, oh yeah, they're kind of cool as well. I sort of know them. And I didn't actually know anything about, like, I knew that it was like run and don't get caught, but I didn't realize it was like a dystopian future or anything like that. So all of that was new. So it added a lot of color to the world. It enriched the story, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. I thought it was overall a really good movie.
Yep. I am right there with you. I'm going to say something that might be heinous to a lot of people, but it's absolutely true for me, and that is this is my favorite Edgar Wright movie. I thought it was super entertaining, a very well realized world, a really fun and funny script. I feel like I can distinguish the two. And for me, this is like exactly the kind of big budget popcorn flick experience I want to go and see at the cinema. Like, I'll personally take this over a comic book movie any day of the week. No shade, but it just kind of gave me hope for these kind of movies, to be honest, because I feel like, especially after Mission Impossible, felt like it kind of missed earlier this year a little bit. It was still solid enough, but I don't know. I really like this one. This checked all the boxes for me, for sure. So, thumbs up here. Fitzy.
Wow. No, I mean, I don't know. I liked some elements of it. I was really into the start of the film. I think the world building was really great. I think Glen Powell's like a good choice for this guy, for Ben Richards.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This movie was it was somewhat fun. I definitely didn't find it funny. I definitely feel that there were like more than a few jokes that didn't land. And it was like somewhat entertaining without ever being like truly engaging or having any like great scenes, you know? And especially the kind of ending I felt was just kind of a flop. It just kind of, I don't know, it didn't feel like it really came together in the end as well. So, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Which part of the ending, Fitzy? Do you mean like the
just
airplane
like the confrontation
sequence or
with
the post-airplane?
With Brolin, and I mean the whole thing felt kind of rushed, but then I think the way they decided to wrap up with Brolin, and I don't know, it felt like this huge escalation, that kind of was just meant to like resolve all of the kind of key points and plot points of the film. But it didn't feel earned, I guess, in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I can relate to some of that. Like, I know for me, for instance, the reveal of who I can't remember what his name was, Ghost or something, like the main hunter that had like the mask on his face.
Yeah, main
The
hunter
reveal
guy.
that he was, the reveal that he was the first one was a bit of a letdown. I
Yeah,
actually
because
thought
they
that Josh
didn't really.
Brolin was going to be like the original one, and like when you win, you become the head of. Like, I thought they were going to do something like that, and so when they released it as just some random guy that like won, like sure he won the first time, but we'd never seen that character before, or maybe technically when they showed the video of the first run.
Right.
Yeah, like things like that at the end felt like they were like, yeah, I sort of agree with that. They didn't really
I
wrap
also
them
feel
up.
like they didn't build up the mythos of
Yeah,
that first person.
yeah,
Anyway, they just kind of mentioned that someone got really far in the first season.
yeah,
Yeah.
Back later, it wasn't like that's what I mean. Like there were no like truly like satisfying moments in the film for me, like especially like satisfying payoffs, like that reveal, Lee Pace reveal, and the kind of the Josh Brolin wrap up, and I don't know, even the kind of ascension at the end, the kind of, at the end, it just kind of all felt a bit.
Okay. I can see that because I don't disagree that there weren't like payoff moments, I guess, but I don't know. I really liked the whole Lee Pace thing, to be honest. Like, he was just kind of there in the background. Lee Pace's character was like super Kojima coded. It was super Metal Gear Solid shit. And I dug that because it was like he was under the mask the whole time, as just being this kind of like goon, cool designed guy villain. And then I don't know, like I didn't see it coming at all. And like I get what you mean, where it's like that mythology wasn't built up, but that I don't know, that didn't bother me. Like, 'cause it just kind of took me so by surprise. I wasn't even like you. It sounds like you were also like had other ideas for who could be the first hunter, Spooky, or like who the original winner could have been.
Yeah.
I never once considered that, to be honest. I was just like, maybe I was just flying through this thing. But yeah, so like when it was revealed, I was like, oh shit, that's cool. And then like had to take his his mask off and all that, and I'm just like, this is just cool. I just thought it was cool. I just thought the
Yeah,
character was cool.
I thought the character was cool, and I liked Lee Pace.
Yeah.
Like I think he did a good job, and I think he was like appropriate levels of everyone in the film was like an appropriate level of kind of campy, because like Ben Richards' whole character is just that he's angry, and Josh Brolin's just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
slimy, and Lee Pace is just kind of I don't know, he's like
Solid
vengeful or
Snake.
whatever. Yeah, Solid
Yeah.
Snake. So I think he like played the character well, and everyone kind of understood, what the kind of vibe of the characters was.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. And then I don't know. I guess in terms of like the twist with him or whatever, like I don't know, because it's something I hadn't considered at all, and then obviously it was built off the notion of just previously where Brolin like offered Ben the show or whatever, and like offered him to turn to be a hunter. And then like I guess I get what you mean. Like that all kind of does feel a bit rushed, where it's like that idea is presented, and then like 2 minutes later, it's like here's the original one. I can see that, but I don't know. Like it was kind of a 1-2 punch of surprises for me that worked, where it was like I didn't see this coming. Like I thought the conflict of being offered the show was interesting. Like obviously, like Ben's clearly been very clearly established that he's never gonna take that. It's not like I believed he was gonna take it, but I thought it was an interesting idea to like play with the character like that, and then to have the second punch of like, oh, the original guy's right here. You know, yeah, I don't know. I did enjoy it. Then okay, so and then, I guess in terms of like the rushed element for you, Fitzy, was it then like getting into the cockpit and like the whole this plane's gonna crash and what are you gonna do and make your choice and like that kind of stuff that then just continued to escalate that felt a bit
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and like everything about society kind of changing the next like 5 minutes. It's in like I feel
Oh,
like I mean obviously that revolt is kind of like built into the movie, but at the same time it's like
yeah.
it doesn't feel like it feels as comic booky as the kind of the rest of the film. does in some ways. Like it doesn't feel truly like punchy, I guess. Truly satisfying.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. The so the plane obviously crashes at the end. I had the trivia here that here it is. In the novel, Ben's family is actually murdered, and this causes him, with nothing else to lose, to crash the plane into the game show tower, taking both him and Killian out, ending the story. However, this was considered to be unacceptable in the post 9/11 world.
Is that like the novel that the Schwarzenegger film was also based off of, or is this because like is this a
No.
remake or just a sequel?
This is no. This is like another adaptation of the same novel, but like this is more true to the novel. The Schwarzenegger one wasn't really.
Yeah.
Except
But is
obviously,
this a remake or a sequel? Because like Schwarzenegger is like, isn't he hinted to be like the president or whatever, or he's like on the money, which would
I think
indicate
it's
there's like a continuation, or is that just like an Easter egg?
just an Easter egg, right? I don't think it's meant to actually be a
Yeah.
continuation. Yeah, I think it's like, I guess you could call it a remake in that sense, but I think it's just I sort of just interpret it as a new adaptation. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Which
right.
I guess you could also argue is just the same as a remake, I suppose, but because there has been another one. But yeah, it's like, but it's also not a remake of that movie because that movie's quite different, from my understanding. I haven't seen it. But yeah, like so I guess with everything at the end, he crashes the plane, but he survives, right? So this is the question I had. Like, he survives, but like, was it meant to be even? Were they going for some sense of ambiguity to it? That's kind of what I like when the whole scene when like I assume it's him like standing at the front and when he meets up with his family at the front of the supermarket or whatever. Like, am I in that moment? I was kind of like, for a second, I thought, is this like someone else? And it's like he's like it's like the end of the Dark Knight Rises, where like Ben has become a symbol. You know what I mean? And people are looking out for his family, kind of shit. Like, I don't think that's not actually what it is, though, right? It is just him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just him. I thought they were going to try and do something like that until they showed him.
Yeah.
Like, because they show him standing at the front, and then, like, she walks over to him, and like, you can see it's Glen Powell. And then, like, at the very end, you know, he takes his mask off and shoots Josh Brolin. So, like, I thought they were going to maybe do something like that, but then they just kept going with the story. Like, if they hadn't shown what happened to Josh Brolin, and if they didn't sort of show the actual interaction between like the wife and Glen Powell's character. Like if it was just like she looks out the window and sees a figure there and then it cuts to a completely different scene, then maybe.
Sure.
But because they
Yeah.
actually like followed up with, they actually went up to each other and the kid, you know, touched his face. It's like, oh, that's clearly him. He's clearly alive.
Yeah. It's just they never actually I don't think they actually show him explicitly, but they really sit there. Am I wrong?
They do. I'm pretty sure they do, but he might just have like a mask over his mouth and you just see his eyes and nose.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I remember it. Anyway.
I don't quite remember, to be honest. Like, I thought like we don't actually see him probably again until like the last shot. But
maybe
but like
I'm misremembering, but yeah.
No, dude, I could be totally, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I trust you more than me. You got a better memory than me. I've learned that over the years for sure. Not that it would take me years to figure that out, but yeah, okay. No, that's cool. Yeah, because I had the same train of thought. I thought that they were maybe going for some ambiguity element, but I guess not. I guess he does literally survive and then go to the TV station and shoot Josh Brolin. That's the ending, you know. I dug it.
Well, you don't actually know if he shot him.
Do you
Because
not?
it cut to black. Didn't it cut to black?
Oh, do you not hear you don't hear see a memory? You love it. You don't hear the gun go off?
You do hear the gunshot, but the rule is if there's no body on the floor, there's no dead person. So, you know, he could have done the thing where he, you know, shot to his side. I mean, he didn't do that. I think it was pretty clear that he killed him, but, you know, there's no guarantee.
What is this? The ending of famous redacted TV show? What are they trying to do here?
Yeah, he knows. Edgar Wright might have some sort of big plans for The Running Man 2. It sprints.
It sprints.
You never know.
Maybe. No, yeah, I don't know. I like the ending. Like, I don't know. I don't get caught up in the whole like how did he survive, whatever stuff, because the film kind of acknowledges that with that funny bit with the conspiracy theory man. Conspiracy theory man on the videotapes was hilarious to me. I loved it every time. I think it was twice. Loved it when he's like starts circling shit. It's like you can see and you zoom in on this low res video and the debris.
You loved it.
I did.
It's something you loved.
I did. I thought it was very funny.
Can you tell me a few things that you also love so I can gauge what you mean by love here? Like, love's a powerful emotion, and you love a character that appeared twice.
Come on.
You love this character?
On, mate.
Wow. I did not hear you laugh one time in the cinema, and now you're telling me
bullshit, dude. You're right next to me. I laughed at least 5 times. Come on.
No, I'm sure you did.
Come on, mate. No, I loved. I didn't love this. Just to be totally clear here, for people like Spooky who don't get it, I didn't love Conspiracy Theory Man in the same way I love my dog. I loved Conspiracy Theory Man within the context of how I love and enjoy other things in movies.
Yeah.
All right. God damn, this guy trying to corner me on this shit. I thought it was I thought it was great every time he popped up. I really did. I don't know. I just found it. I found it like obviously, I don't know. I know the right word is. It's not really topical to like today necessarily, but it's like a thing on for years. So, I don't know. It felt very like I don't know, YouTube coded, I guess, but in a good way.
Yeah, I liked it as well.
No, Jesus, you clearly didn't love it though, did you?
Yeah. Nah, I didn't love it, but I did like it.
Yeah,
but it was a nice. I liked how it. Like, I think I liked it more towards the end. I think when he first rocked up, I was just a bit confused with what he was talking about. Like in the very first scene when, Glen Powell gets rescued and he goes to the apartment building and like plays the videos from all the previous Running Mans. I was a little bit lost there, but I enjoyed it more at the end when like the plane crashed and then it's the freeze frame and it like sort of changes from viewing the thing in real time to viewing a recording that the conspiracy theorist has of it. And I did enjoy that. That was a good juxtaposition.
I agree. I totally agree. Yeah. The end, I guess, I totally understand why Fitzy and others may feel the ending was sort of fast and rushed maybe, but like, I kind of, I don't know, like the energy of it worked for me. And then like going straight to the end of where Glen Powell may or may not have fired the gun, but clearly did. I don't know. I liked the movie ending on a punch like that. Like that did feel like Fitzy specifically mentioned how it didn't feel punchy to him. That I will say that particular moment does, like, I would describe that as punchy for me personally. And like, I'll take that over like, I don't know, endings that get dragged out any day of the week. Like it just felt, it had a momentum to it that sort of just kept going all the way through from like, I mean, to be honest, I was going to say like from the plane crashing, but honestly, like really from when they got on the plane, like you kind of just went nonstop from there.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the momentum, the pacing of that. He's obviously come up because he's the main dude in this movie. We can talk about Glen Powell for a minute here.
Well, I'll just say, because we're talking about like the humor.
Yes,
I definitely didn't vibe with Conspiracy Man, or like I felt like Michael Cera as well was totally fell flat for me in this film. And that whole 10-20 minute part is supposed to be like just comedic. And I feel like it didn't really deliver on that. And there were just a lot of lame jokes in the film as well. It was very like safe. It was very like safe lame jokes that just didn't hit.
I honestly can't think of any right now, but like that might be to your point.
Yeah.
Do you think, Liam, like, was it just the nature of the film in that it's talking about like media censorship and media control that like the script felt like it couldn't make those swings? Or do you think it was more just like Edgar Wright overall wanted to make a safe film because it would make money, as opposed to making any kind of overall claim about the media and its use in truth telling?
I mean, I don't feel like he had to be like edgy or anything, or make any like have a specific like political stance. I just felt like the jokes were a little like PG, or like trying to be for like everyone, I guess, and like in being for everyone, they kind of like for no one,
Yeah.
They felt like very like screen tested kind of jokes.
Yeah, that's an interesting analogy. We're like, we're going to read Andy's review later, and a big part of his whole thing is like the reaction to this movie outside of us and stuff, which I haven't really seen, but I thought it was interesting like seeing him talk about it. But like, is that how people feel about this movie? Like, I guess is it is a common response or like, and I don't know, I guess I'm asking, do we agree with this? Like, does it feel like an Edgar Wright screen tested movie as a negative? Like, it feels like Edgar Wright not being himself and like trying to pander in some way.
I feel like it's very toned down in terms of the Edgar Wrightness of it. It definitely feels like a
Yeah.
studio intercepted Edgar Wright film. Just like last week's film was a studio intercepted Guillermo del Toro film.
So just to
Yeah,
like
I guess.
just to
Totally
bounce off
different way.
that point,
Yeah, okay,
because
yeah.
so I'm not super familiar with Edgar Wright, but when you say like his style, I'm thinking of like all the fast cuts that exist in like Shaun of the Dead. Is that or and like Hot Fuzz and like the fast cuts in that? Is that what you would say is considered to be like Edgar's style, or is there something else from his other movies that I'm not aware of?
Yeah, I mean they're very just like comedically inclined as well, and like
Sure.
kind of British. Like it kind of integrates British humor
Mm.
and the more modern kind of British humor. But yeah, like the fast cuts is like definitely like which is like in the film definitely.
Is it?
But if it, I feel like yeah, there's a lot of like quick editing choices and stuff and quick cuts and stuff. Like especially when he's like the montages when he's like like surviving a day or something. That
Yeah.
feels kind of like Wright-ish.
Yeah.
But like I definitely wouldn't pick this out as an Edgar Wright film if I didn't know it was.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So I guess my thing with that is like I think. Let me know if there's any others I'm missing. Like to me, like the main point of comparison previously in his filmography is Baby Driver, in terms of them both being American centric action films. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of feels like the most one you could point to as like if you wanted to start like if you wanted to look at like what an Edgar Wright feeling American action film could be, you know what I mean? And then like and this as a point of comparison. I have seen Baby Driver, don't really remember much about it, but there is more like Whit Payne-y kind of Edgar Wright
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it, if I recall correctly.
Mm. And it's more like his films are sometimes like color like Baby Drive's like very like color coded, you know? Like
Mm.
there's definitely like a lot of visual choices in Edgar Wright films that don't really translate to this. Yeah, people have kind of stark people in Wright films feel like they have like a stark outline. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how
Yeah,
else to
kind of.
explain that.
Kinda, yeah, I do kinda know what you mean. You're not literally saying they're cell shaded, but just to be clear. Um, you haven't seen Baby Driver speaking? Have you seen any of his other films? I know you said you weren't too familiar, but I was wondering, have you seen it? Oh, you've seen Shaun of the Dead, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the only thing I've seen is the Cornetto trilogy. That's it. Unless there's another movie that you could tell me that I
You
could
seen Scott
potentially
Pilgrim?
have seen. No,
Okay,
no, I haven't seen that. So
okay.
it's only
Well,
really those three.
you saw Last Night in Soho, no?
I did see that. I did see that. Yeah, and I did
Yeah,
like
there
that.
you go.
So that was
Mm.
Edgar Wright, was it?
Yes, that was his last film.
Because even that doesn't feel like that is completely different from like Shaun of the Dead and things like that, to my memory. Like tonally and in terms of like editing, nowhere near as fast and comedic.
Yeah, that's true. I guess maybe in my mind, because it's British, like, that does a lot of heavy lifting for it feeling Edgar Wright-ish, maybe?
Okay. Like when I
Yeah.
think of Edgar Wright, I like strongly associate with like I think it's the scene in the Shaun of the Dead or something. It's when it's like it's a fast cut of someone turning the car key to shifting the gear to
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
happens in like 2 seconds where it's like bang, 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 and then the car goes off. Like
And there's,
that
like, sound
really
effects to the editing.
fast. Yeah, yeah. That like and just the repetitive nature of shots. Like there's that
Mhm.
obviously the famous sequence in Shaun of the Dead when it repeats the walk and things like that.
Mhm.
Like that's what I attribute to his film style. But maybe I just haven't really seen enough to know the breadth of his style and technique, and I've only just got like a niche understanding of it.
No, I don't think so. I think there's obviously more to see, but, like, I think that's the baseline of what Edgar Wright is for what like, how
Mm,
most people would consider him.
okay.
Know him most for, I guess. No, I think you got that pretty
Mm,
covered. So, yeah, no, I get that that's missing. I think another element to this is also just the fact that, like, he knows the material he's working with and, like, he wants to make a film that could follow that the Schwarzenegger, like, sort of blockbuster vibe, and he doesn't necessarily wanna, like, you know, spray paint himself all over it, for lack of a better expression. You know what I mean?
mm.
Um, I feel like that might make a bit
But
of
do you think
sense.
that's a him decision or a studio decision, as Fitzy was maybe alluding to earlier?
Well, so an interesting element to this is that the trivia here is that, like, prior to developing this adaptation, Edgar Wright said on Twitter that The Running Man was the film that he most wanted to remake. I don't know. Have you guys seen this? I saw a screenshot of this tweet. In 2017, he was doing an AMA on Twitter, and someone random asked him, "Don't know what your thoughts on remakes are, but if you were to do one, what would you do?" And he said, "The Running Man." So to me, like, he has some affection for the novel and for maybe the film, I guess, or maybe I don't know, maybe not the film. Maybe that's why he wanted to remake, because he thought it was shit up. But I don't know which way that went. But I don't know. Maybe I can see him being conscious of, you know, that and how whatever he took away from the book. I haven't read it. I don't know.
Mm.
And wanting to stay true to that in whatever way he sees fit, and maybe this was the way he saw fit. I guess I'm just trying to make an argument that lines up with his history with wanting to adapt it, and make a counter argument to it. Doesn't have to just be he had to do what the studio said. You know what I mean? It might have been. I don't know, but I feel like there are other explanations.
It's just mainly in the humor for me. I don't know, because I think other parts are like. I mean, when you're talking about Lost Sign Soho, you can see how Edgar Wright's directing style is maybe like toned down a bit in terms of like the quirkiness of it. So like the directing in this movie could still fully be Edgar Wright, and that couldn't have. Maybe that wasn't tampered with. But just like I don't know, the script and the jokes were very like very safe, very like studio friendly.
Yeah, yeah. I don't disagree with that. Fitzy did specifically bring up the Michael Cera Home Alone, I guess, esque scene in relation to that. How'd you like that one, Spooky?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It didn't blow me away, but it also didn't disengage me. And like, it
Yeah.
didn't make me frustrated or anything like that, because they should clearly run away, but he decided to stay and fight. Like, I thought that was fine. Like that didn't bug me. I thought it might have, but then like upon reflection, I was like, it's actually fine. It's not a problem. The mum was weird. I kind of thought they would. I don't
That was
know.
a bit
I
weird, actually.
don't understand how long he actually stayed there. Did he stay there for just one day? Or did he
One
stay
night, I
there for
think.
like, yeah, so like, well, okay. That was like, that sort of was one of my biggest concerns when I sort of realized The Running Man went for 30 days. I was like,
True.
how
Yeah.
much time are we going to spend on each day? Is this going to be a drag? Are they going to do a fast cut of a week and 2 weeks? And I actually don't know how long he lasted. He didn't make it the full 30 days, did he? Did he make it like
No, I think
16
it
or
ended up
something?
being.
Yeah, it's
It
like
ended up being
halfway.
something. Yeah, because I don't even know if it was quite 3 weeks, if I recall.
Did he even make 20? I don't know if he did.
I don't know.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
And I was,
I honestly thought it was like 14.
yeah, I thought it was like 2 weeks or something. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was between 2 or around there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
No, that's a good point. But I thought the film handled that really well, to be honest. Like the whole 30-day, 14-day, whatever aspect of it. And like kicking right off with him, I don't know, like going to New York, and then doing pretty well in New York, but then kind of like realizing, oh shit, like I can't rest on my laurels here, essentially. So then he like reboots again, like right away. That was smart. And and you sort of through there, you sort of jump a few days. I think the film, there's a couple of montages and kind of paces that out pretty well. I enjoyed that. Yeah. And then you get to like, I like the way this film, in terms of like, I mean, we can definitely talk about like the action set pieces themselves and the quality of them, but I do just generally like the way that this movie and it is the script like is evolves the conflict, or like the strategy, I guess, as it goes. To where like, so I enjoyed like the New York stuff, then he goes to the hotel, then he gets sprung at the hotel, and I like this whole hotel action scene, the shootout scene. And that's kind of the only, it's a pretty decently sized scene, and it's the only scene like that in the movie where that's exactly what's going on. Is it's just him and the hunters have found him. You know what I mean? Like you feel like that shouldn't that just be the whole movie? Like, obviously, like when you're watching that scene, it's like, aren't we just? Oh, I bet we're just gonna get like this is like the first act version of this scene, and we're gonna get like 3 more versions of this scene where he just gets away. That's not how the movie evolves, though. The movie, like, that's the only scene like that in terms of like the meta of what's going on, because then the story evolves where it becomes more like we have to consider the network's motivations and them deliberately doing things for ratings.
Yeah.
And then that
And
kind of
more
factors
into
into
like
the
the
strategy.
rebellion. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and the rebellion, obviously, then it comes from that too. Yeah, so I thought the way like each action scene obviously is different visually, but then is kind of as the story evolves with it as well. Like that kept me engaged. You know, it wasn't just like, oh, they found him again. Here we go again. You know what I mean? Like everything else was kind of evolving in the background with it, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good observation. Yeah, because that's what I was like. That's what I was worried about after the first time they did it. 'Cause I was like, well, this is like day 2, and they've done
Yeah.
this thing. We're gonna do this again 28 more times. But then, yeah, you're right. It shifted to like the context became, well, he's starting a rebellion and he's the spark, but he's not aware of it. And then it shifts to he's aware of how he can use the media and the network to his advantage. And like in like the what you think might be a third set piece, like when he goes up to the roadblock, he's just like, they're gonna let me through. And
Yeah,
they do.
yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I enjoyed that a lot. That did help.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's a good observation.
Yeah, it is.
Did you love it? Did you love that about the movie?
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, no, I really like that shit. Maybe so. I guess this is kind of getting into what you already touched on a bit, Spooky, with like the film as a. I don't know. This is the thing. It's not. I was going to use the word dissection. It's not a dissection of media and its role in our society and all that kind of shit. I don't think the film's really dissecting anything or really providing in-depth, interesting, thoughtful commentary on any of this stuff, which is fine. Like for me, it was just like it's kind of what is set dressing, topping, icing, whatever analogy I want to use like that, where it's like we know what we're watching here, but it feels topical. It feels relevant to now. In a way, it's just in a feel way. You know what I mean? Like not in an intellectual way. I'm not walking out of the Running Man thinking about what it had to say about fucking, Elon Musk or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that. I liked how it played with the media and stuff, and like specifically with you bringing out the barricade scene where they let him through, made me think of that, and like how the whole system, just being designed for ratings, and I don't know, I dug that. And then obviously there's the whole AI aspect to it too, which is like the AI video generation stuff, which I thought was cool. That's stuff that specifically felt like that felt like the most timely, I guess, of it. Because like I don't know, you can critique about the role of the media sort of any day of the week, but that felt like the most like right here and now stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just in an entertaining way. Like I just when this is stuff that now I'm being reminded of stuff that made me laugh in the movie. Like I laughed when like we got the fake network version of Amelia Jones. Is that her name? I think. Yeah. Amelia Jones is like when she became when he took her hostage and it was like you see and they're watching the fake version on the TV as they're there and the fake version is like help me please, like I thought that was funny. I laughed at that for sure.
That was good. Yeah.
So all this stuff I like the vibes of the themes without needing to think about it.
Here's a question for you. Would you rather be in the world of this network or the world of the Capitol in the Hunger Games?
Like as in, where am I though? What is my lot in life?
Just more like, would you rather be under the rule of the network or under the rule of the Capitol?
Okay, but if I'm in Hunger Games land, am I in the capital or am I in a district?
Well, what's his name? Glen Powell's in like the slums, isn't he? So I suppose you're in
all right,
12 or whatever.
So I'm in either Glen Powell's position or Candace's position. Give me at the start.
Yeah. Let's say that. Yeah.
Wow.
Would you rather take down? Let's frame it in this way. Would you rather take down Josh Brolin, or would you rather take down freaking is it Keith Sutherland? No, that's not right, is it?
Donald.
Donald. Would you rather take down Donald or Josh?
I feel like
Oh,
it'd be way
dude.
more fun to live in the network. Well,
Yeah?
it'd be way more fun to live in the ring, man.
Yeah, a bit more
Yeah, Hunger Games
futuristic.
is just depressing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're correct about that. Yeah. Like, at least in Network World, like, I don't know, you can go to, like, the strip club or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had fun.
They had drugs
Mm.
and stuff you could do. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, the Hunger Games, you couldn't do nothing. You were just poor, and you were, like, literally just wanted a loaf of bread. That's how bad it was.
What do you think provided better coverage? Do you think like Bobby T's coverage of the Running Man was better than
Oh, dude.
what's
You can't
the
beat
person
Stanley
in the Hunger
Tucci.
Games?
Yeah.
Stanley yeah, that's right. Yeah, who was better?
Oh my god, what's his character's name? Holy crap.
Honestly, yes. Is it
Caesar?
Caesar
Cecil?
Flickerman?
Caesar. Flickerman sounds right.
I think that's
I
right.
don't know the last name.
I think that's right.
sounds
Caesar
right.
for sure is right. Yeah. Oh man. Dude, I legit thought Bobby T was awesome. I really did.
Did you love
Yeah. I loved Bobby T, dude. I loved him.
Bobby T was so good.
No, he was really good. I really did. Coleman Domingo. So this is my thing. I don't know if I've really ever seen Coleman Domingo act in anything. To me, he's just the guy who's like always up for best actor in a leading role every Oscars every year in the movie I've never seen. And like that's his lot in life where it's like I'm sure he's a great technical actor or whatever. But like I needed a gateway drug to Coleman Domingo. You know what I mean? Like I was never going to watch these movies that he's in all the time or whatever. And so I've now got my gateway drug to Coleman Domingo because I thought he was hilarious and charismatic in this movie. Like every time he turned up and like turned on like the whole like propaganda aspect of it.
Yeah.
And he starts like going into like the first time he popped up on the screen and we were with Ben with like he's just survived the hotel. Hell yeah. And then the first time Coleman pops up and he gives the whole like sermon for the fallen heroes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like this guy's
Yeah, I
this
like
guy's
that.
just great. This guy he's just the charisma is oozing right now. I would buy into this guy's propaganda.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I loved him.
But more than anything, I'm just glad like you know, I've got an in with Coleman now, you know, it's like I can watch these other films and I'm like, was it as good as his role as Bobby T in The Running Man? Probably not, to be honest. I don't know if much can top this. But I did enjoy him. I'll say it, I enjoyed him more than Caesar.
What? That's crazy. Coleman was.
See,
I found him to be good, but Stanley Tucci's performance as Caesar is like amazing.
I do love
The
his
head turn.
performance.
Oh my god, it's iconic. The music. Oh man.
Oh, yeah, no, you're making good points. I don't know if Caesar like. Yeah, no, you're right. In the parts though, I'm specifically thinking the parts when you cut to him like during the games or whatever, and he's like commentating them. I don't know. Bobby was better at all that shit, like the live updates. You know what I mean? But like that is because I guess it is kind of a very similar. Like, I know it is obviously the natural point of comparison, but like it is a very like literally similar character in terms of like their use of he's used for the opening interview introduction, and he's used for live updates. It's like exactly the same role in that sense. So I feel like live updates he wins. Maybe an opening interview. I might have to give that to Caesar.
Well, Caesar's sometimes less like enthusiastic with the live updates. He just kind of narrates what's going on a bit, but he adds more emotional depth to what's happening in the Hunger Games.
A little bit.
In the arena? Yeah, because he's like he gives you the kind of lovers spiel and everything. He like really invests the audience, whereas Bobby is kind of just like. Yeah, he's like the presenter. He's like the enthusiastic presenter, like all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, Caesar's like
feel
more of a
like
storyteller.
Yeah, but Caesar's sort of telling the real story, whereas Bobby T is telling a fake story. And like we've just seen what happens, but then he tells his fake story with such charm that it just like for me it elevates it honestly. Because like Caesar tells the truth. I mean like the lovers thing is obviously a bit, but like when he's more giving commentary on the games, he more says like we've lost this person, and doesn't really talk about the details too much about how they died. Because they kind of believe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
And
like
it's
it's actually
semi-ironic because it's
right?
the capital, but, like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right, like, he is actually just yeah, I
Because
agree.
everyone sees how they die. So, like, everyone believes how they die. Whereas, like,
Mm.
Bobby T, the footage doesn't get released until 6 o'clock, right? When the show starts. So there's a hidden layer of deception where it's actually not as televised as the Hunger Games is. So I prefer that deception and that charm. It makes me believe, like, it makes me believe, oh, maybe Glen Powell did actually kill a bunch of terrible, hardworking, cop and police
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you're right. Knowing that he's completely lying, like, it's complete
Yeah,
bullshit. Like,
yeah.
is actually does kind of add something to it. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, and you're right, and you've also just touched on, like, another element of this that, like, I kind of appreciate over the Hunger Games as well, which is, like, the whole, uh, like, having it make your time slot, like, having to, like, the show starts at X time. The idea of the tape delay, where it's like,
Mm,
"Oh, the show hasn't started yet, so, this will air later and we can, like, just wait," or whatever they do,
yeah.
Like, I like that as an element as well, as opposed to the Hunger Games, which is just like, I guess the Hunger Games in Pan Am, I guess it's like a 24/7 channel.
It
And they
is.
have ad breaks.
I guess isn't that the whole point?
I guess it is because it's like a government thing. I guess it is like the ABC. It's like the ABC would air the Hunger Games and they don't have
Yeah.
ads.
Who would be the host? Costa? G'day there, guys. Here's the Hunger Games. We're going to build a cherry garden.
Costa, dude, that'd be so good. No, no. Costa should be a special contributor. Like they throw to him for like, Costa, can
Yeah.
you just
Yes.
Costa, can we bring you in here just to explain why these plants are deadly? Or
Yeah.
whatever like that. He's like the
Yeah,
herbology expert.
yeah.
That's right.
But then, like, who's like the main? I feel like Tom Gleason could be like the color commentator.
Oh, yeah. That would be good. Yeah.
I feel like you need like an anchor though. I don't know who it'd be.
Jacinta Ardern, maybe. Oh, no, not. Jacinta Parson, maybe. I don't know.
Jacinta right there.
No, not her. Jacinta.
That'd be
Yeah, New
great.
Zealand and
Parson.
Australia are joined in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wrong Jacinta. Yeah.
But like, you are right though. Like the network has like way more control, over the populace than the Hunger Games did. It kind of makes you think like, they kind of did a sloppy job. President Snow did a sloppy job just like airing everything 24/7. They had more propaganda.
True, that was their undoing. Although both of these empires fell at the end, as is the nature of big stories like this. The empire usually doesn't win. I feel like they should sometime.
Yeah,
Just saying.
maybe there should be a movie like the Empire, where the Empire like strikes back or something, and then like the Empire wins. It could be like
No, but like,
the second movie in like a trilogy.
have you seen the one after that though, where they don't win?
But maybe just like for one movie.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that is kind of like Dune Part 2, to be fair, though. I guess that is kind of that. A little bit.
Yeah,
Did we
no,
discuss the
actually-
running man himself?
The what man?
The running man himself.
Oh, Glen Powell. I think I was trying to get to that like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
sorry.
No, that's fine. How do we feel? I know. So we already made walking out of cinema. We made the hitman joke, which I think is fair to say again, which is that Glen Powell, in all his starring roles, plays a character where he has to disguise himself, and he gets to do impressions of other weird things. Like my favorite one in this was obviously the Irish priest guy. That was fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so he's just Hitman again. But anyway, no, how do we feel as him as a front man, the leading action star? Have you both seen? So the other main one that I think I haven't seen is Twisters. Have you both seen that? I don't know if Fitzy has.
Yeah, I've seen Twist and I've seen Anyone But You and Top Gun Maverick, which I think are the most recent, and Hitman as well, which I think are
So
the
you're
most
well
recent.
versed in Glenn right now.
Yeah. This generation's Jude Law, as listeners might say.
I feel like he's this generation's. Who is he actually? Is this generation? Is he Tom? Is he this generation's Tom, or is he this generation's? I don't know.
I feel like he's definitely he has taken a lot of like advice from Tom Cruise apparently from like Maverick and stuff, but he does have that kind of action man appeal, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe he's Arnold.
maybe.
Uh,
No, he's not.
No, I thought he was good. I think he's just he seems to me to be, I don't know if well-rounded actor is like the right word because I haven't really seen him in any dramas or anything like that. But he was fine. It didn't seem like anything he did was necessarily bad or um anything like nothing was annoying. I thought that he played the character pretty good. He, yeah, I was pretty happy with him. I was impressed with what he did.
Spooky was impressed. Fitzy, were you impressed?
I like the campiness of the character, but it never really, like the wife, the I'm doing this for my family, that shit never really,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Although he repeated it so many times that like you could say that was just like another campy element or whatever, another comic booky kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like if there was
Yeah.
supposed to be like genuine emotional thing, it didn't translate.
Mm. I thought it more of just like the cliche, like him with the photo, him like with the sock. Like it felt very
The
like
sock.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it felt very like he needs a reason to do this. What is it? What's the most generic reason you can do? Wife and sick kid. So it's like easy done.
Oh,
Like, and then move away from the reason why he's doing it and move more towards him actually doing it and focusing more on the sort of action, but as opposed to the emotional stakes that are present.
yeah, yeah. I
Mm.
think I think the family stuff was the weakest for me in the film. Not that there's much of it, really, I guess holistically, but um, yeah, like at first I wasn't sold on him in like the first 10 minutes with his wife or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just wasn't really clicking with me. Um, and then also transitioning into like the TV station,
Mm.
and that's the most where I felt like he's just he felt one dimensional at that point in his sort of madness. Like he's madman, he's mad character. He like
Mm.
punches the glass where the guy where he takes his order or whatever, like when he's about to
Yeah.
go in. He's just really mad. I was just kind of like, yeah, this is kind of one dimensional. But
Yeah.
but then no, I did end up like by the time he starts running and like you get into the tension of the situation that he finds himself in, like he grabbed me there. Like I was pretty sold
Mm.
by that point. And whenever I know, I think he does really great in all the action set pieces. And by the time like he gets to the parts where he's like taping those videos and he
Yeah.
starts giving his like impassioned speeches to the world that end up getting AI altered. But in the originals, obviously, I thought he was great in those, and that all peaked at the end when his final monologue on the plane. Like I really enjoyed. I thought he was really great in that scene. Like
Mm.
with his like super bloody face and staring dead into the camera. I thought that was pretty strong work. So
Mm.
I guess it was a positive arc of Glen Powell in this movie for
Mm.
me. But he definitely won me over.
Mm. But did you love him?
Yeah.
Did I love him? I don't. No, I probably didn't love him. No,
Mm.
I
Did you
liked him.
love any specific? I mean, you talked about the like the YouTube guy, but like, was there any like great scenes in this film for you guys?
Like action,
It's a good question.
or do you mean like
Just like anything.
a dialogue scene? I actually
Your
like
dealer's
looking back.
choice.
I enjoyed the very start when he was doing when he was in the building and doing like the tryouts, and it cut between him doing what he was doing now to what he was doing in his previous job. Like he's climbing the rock climbing wall, and then like the guy
Right.
catches him, and then it flashes back to him in his old work site where he caught the person. That was a fun sort of way to sort of set
Yeah,
up what he might be able to do to justify how he's able to do it.
that was like efficient and fun and competent, Luke. But was it
Yeah.
great? Did you love
It
it?
was a
Was it
greatness.
great? Yeah.
Was it great? Nah, it wasn't great. Maybe like the conversation on the plane. That was great.
I was going to say I do think and stand by that everything on the plane is great.
Mm.
I think it's an emotional roller coaster over 15 minutes or so. I think the action's great in it. I like all the choreography. I like the 3 dudes who are like the fake pilots or whatever, and everything taking them out. I think Glen Powell does a lot of really emotional acting, when he thinks his family's died, and then poor Amelia Jones is there in the corner freaking out, and then also then we go back to the start where we get all the Lee Pace reveals. I think there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes on in that whole. It's a bit of a roller coaster of a sequence. It's got action, it's got reveals, it's got some strong acting. I think that's all. I think it's strong. I think it's great. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I second that.
okay.
I
I'll
don't
give you
know.
I'll give you like the Lee Pace stuff.
Thank you.
That's like maybe the one strong.
I was going to kind of. You conceded something to me. I appreciate that. I'll concede something to you, in that, as much as I enjoyed the rest of the movie, I do agree. I don't know if I couldn't stand by another scene as being great in the way you're describing.
See, whereas in the Hunger Games, which is obviously like the comparison of
Yeah.
having got this one,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great scenes. There's the the I Volunteer as Tribute. There's the Rouge death. There's I don't know. The ending is great. There's the I feel like them traveling on the train. There's some great scenes there. Conversations with Hamish and
Hamish.
there's a lot of great strong scenes. This movie doesn't have that. It's a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's that got to do with the price of tea in China, mate?
price of fish in China.
It's like, sure, 12 Angry Men has some great scenes. What's that got to do with the Running Man?
Yeah, and it's a great movie. Most great movies have great individual scenes. That's my point. I'm saying it's not a great movie.
Yeah. Well, it's not a great movie. You're not saying it's not a good movie. Unless
it's a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's not a great movie.
It's fun.
I feel like you guys are trying to transition really hard to our final verdicts. Like we're getting right into the whole.
Maybe Lucas on that.
No, I'm not trying
to. Hey, before we get there, Andy's got a review that's going to take me 10 minutes. But
yeah, you should read that. You can read all of that.
I feel like we're well past the point of like having to ask if I'm going to read it, right? Because I just read it every time. I just do it.
Yeah.
Mate, are you saying
I saw Leanne today, and she asked if you were going to read all of that. Just relaying it.
Wait, Leanne's in the Discord?
No, I saw Leanne today, in person.
And and you told her about Andy's review in the Discord.
Yeah, I showed it because she said she talked about one of Andy's long recent things, but it was like a YouTube thing, and I thought she might have.
Yeah.
If no one's read Andy's review yet, should we take bets on how many slurs are in it, or should we just wait and see what happens?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You've got me looking at it. You got me looking at it again, and it's somehow longer than I thought it was. Like just through this conversation.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. I do want to ask. You've brought up the actress a few times, Amelia Jones.
Amelia Jones.
Who's she?
Task.
She was in. She was like
Who's she in Task?
Sister or whatever.
The sister.
Yeah.
See, I'm halfway through Task. I haven't finished that. But was it weird that she rocked up at the end of the movie and then became like a semi-regular character? Or am I like, did she share just about as much screen time as like Michael Cera? More or less?
Probably. I would say a bit more, but like not hugely. Yeah.
I kind of thought it was weird that in like the third act they're introducing a new character. That felt a bit weird. No.
Yeah, but I thought I get what you mean in that sense, but I thought like it makes sense that you're going to stumble into different people in this scenario, and she's out there, and and she's like the way that she comes into it, where he needs a car, and like it felt natural to me. She sort of just gets dragged up all in it, which makes sense. In it, anyone else to shout out?
Shameless dude.
William H. Mason.
Yeah, he's kind of fun.
Yeah, he's got a cool.
Who was who played the out of the three runners? Who played the female that like just got?
Katie O'Brien. Yeah, she was funny.
Yeah, I like that. That was pretty funny. Katie O'Brien, is that her name?
But you didn't think she was funny. This is now. I
thought the other guy was funny. I thought the hopeless guy was funny. I didn't find Katie O'Brien shit funny.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I thought she was funny, and Nerdy Guy was definitely funny. I'd
Mm.
agree on that. That guy was a pisser.
The nerdy guy wasn't the dude in Succession, was it? That wasn't the nephew in Succession? Or am I like
No. No, he's been in.
You thought he was Greg?
a little?
Is
He's
he?
not Nicholas.
Nah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he would have played him well. Don't know why.
Mate, Nicholas Braun needs a better part than that. That guy didn't have enough screen time for him. It's way better than that. All right. Speaking of, so Andy brings up ChatGPT in his review. Can I like ChatGPT his review to give me a summary of it so I can like make it quicker to read?
That would be fun. It's up to you.
See, so the problem is, right, like, see, in my head, what I want to do is, right, I would just go, I'm just not going to read all of it. I'll just read bits of it and get the gist of it. But, like, I don't know. It's just so much text. I don't even know where to start picking and choosing. Like, how do I do that without, like, if I would, like, I could have pre-highlighted some of it. That would have been smart. But I didn't do that, did I?
No, I'll be back in a minute though. You have fun with that.
He's actually going. Oh. God, that's crazy. Andy, okay, I'm just going to start and we'll see where it takes us, all right?
I kind of feel like I need to leave as well.
No, please don't. That's really mean.
I kind of
No, Luke, don't do it. Luke,
what's that? Sorry,
Luke, no! Luke, don't do it, no! Andy Lau wrote in his review for The Running Man, and he said, those were famous last words, the experience itself has kind of been overwhelmingly unbelievable that I originally thought about writing an essay for Edgar Wright's rage-hated masterpiece would ruin my complete enjoyment of today's screening, and mostly to Zach's relief. Andy, I assume you wrote that part before you realized how long you were going to keep writing this. And I figured it would be best left into the safe hands of my memory. But I will say that I spent the past 30 minutes trying to convince myself if there was any parts that could make me avoid giving this film 10 out of 10. But even the messier parts of the establishment of Ben and his family's arc and the light melodramatic third act starting from Amelia Jones in her car were truly part of my emotional viewing experience. I even found myself tearing up a couple of times. Wow. That's huge, Andy. I love it. As someone who has seen the 80s version, which was only an Arnie vehicle more than any creative acknowledgement towards King's novel, Glen Powell is the ideal version of Ben Richards. Like, who the fuck looks at a man speaking in a heavy Austrian accent and a man that calls himself I totally butchered Andy's decent joke. He's making a joke that Ben Richards shouldn't have an Austrian accent because he's named Ben Richards, which I agree with. Glen Powell may not be an action star everyone is looking forward to so far, but he really is a likable main character that can draw you into this journey for all cinema screens. Arnold, while has a memorable screen presence that weirdly goes with his bad acting and stupendously funny one-liners, is the Ben Richards you can laugh at or sort of cheer for at the same time, but Glen's version allows you to be part of this dangerous adventure, emotionally through the eyes of a poor working man being done dirty, and viscerally, I'm still alone, viscerally throughout his entire chase and the action sequences. I swear to God, they're both sitting there with the cameras off, and as soon as I'm done, they're just going to reappear. I dare say Edgar Wright showed the world that he was more than a comedy director with his Cornetto trilogy by becoming an action director with an original yet strikingly impressive thriller of a masterpiece in Baby Driver. By even managing to cover his visual quirks, transitions, and wit that we know, oh my God, Fitzy actually came back.
Back.
He's back.
You're doing
unbelievable.
So
Thank you so much.
keep going.
I'm like a quarter. No. Actually, no, this has to, I'm really sorry, Andy. I love you and I actually love this review. I really do. But goddamn it. I feel like I've read for 5 minutes. I'm only like a quarter of the way through. Basically, no, Andy, look, you make a lot of great points.
Hey guys, I'm back. Did you read Andy's reviews, Zach? Oh, can you start from the start? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Bro, don't worry, I've still got 3/4 of it left.
We'll say, I was looking at Discord and I was like, oh, it's only one paragraph. And then I realized that he reached the text limit and he had to post it in 2.
Dude.
And I was like,
limit. Andy's teaching me that there are text limits on Discord. No, okay, look. Okay, so he makes a lot of... This is great. Like, genuinely, people, join the Discord so you can read Andy's review. I genuinely do encourage this. It's just the fact I have to read it. Like, goddamn. Like, no one wants...
It's exclusive content now.
Exclusive content. Check it out. I genuinely think it's good.
As a kind
you
of middle ground, do we
Oh,
want to
God.
read his letterbox review?
Yeah?
Because that's only like a few lines.
Is it good? Is it a good one to read? I mean, to be honest, like, I've talked about this so much, I may as well just read that and call it a day,
It's
and then
a
I don't have to keep talking
it's
about
a
this.
bit of fun. Yeah, it's a bit of fun. I'd give it a crack.
All right, give it a read.
Oh, do you want me to read it?
Mate, I haven't got it up.
Ah,
Have you got it up?
I do. Yeah, but I thought, oh, okay. He
You got it
says,
sitting right there.
me when I opened Letterbox to see most of the mutuals giving extremely low ratings. I'm still here, you shit eaters. Raises 5 fingers out of 5. Brackets, review generated by artificial intelligence software through the approval of Daniel Killian and the team at Network.
Hell yeah.
He gave it 10 stars and a like.
10 out of 10 stars, baby. Huge.
Yeah.
Follow Andy on
Huge.
Letterboxd as well.
And he
Yeah,
doesn't
Andy,
do
no,
ratings anymore, remember? So this is big.
Mate. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to read the last actual part of his review because I feel like it's saying something I agree with.
I gave you an out. I gave you an
I
out.
know. I have every reason to believe it's absolutely normal to not expect any Edgar Wright trademarks, but the spirit is still there. So Andy thinks that Edgar Wright can be felt. There you go. Because it's a passionate filmmaker who loves action cinema, working on a faithful adaptation of a well-known author's striking novel for big money studio project that entrusted him to place his narrative and visual input for a blockbuster done with proper amount of directorial expertise. The Running Man is that film, and I'm proud to say that it was my kind of exhilarating mess. My kind of exhilarating mess. Interesting. My personal fave of 2025, 10 out of 10. That covers it.
Yeah.
And he loved it. And he loved it. He loved it like he would his family. He loved it.
He loved it.
Undeniably.
He loved it. Yeah.
All caps. Loved it.
Mm.
Very good. Thank you, Andy. We appreciate you very much. Have I got any more trivia here? I've got this thing how this is Edgar Wright's first ever all digital film. He did not use any 35mm film on this one for the first time.
Mm.
He said, "It doesn't mean I've renounced 35mm. I'll be back." To quote Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm.
So there you go. There you go.
That you should have done in the voice.
Wait, is Liam gone again? What happened?
I think he's eating dinner.
I'm shading.
What, are you gross while you eat or something? Why can't we see you?
I don't know.
That's exclusive cinema effect content.
But the
yeah.
first pizza I put in the microwave, I put it for 20 seconds, and it was a bit like warm. So I thought I'd put this in for less than 20 seconds. So I put it in for 15. But now this one's cold. And I think it's because this one's been in the fridge since I put the first one in. So it's like base. It's got a like higher base coldness, you know.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Was the camera supposed to be on for that explanation, or
Nah.
nah? Just imagine 2 slices of pizza.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward right now to doing final verdicts and cutting to Liam's one shot in the edit where there's nothing. But you just imagine it's Liam eating cold pizza right now. Just everyone.
Well, I was
really
eating pizza
visualize
earlier
that.
on film, so you just like put one of those in.
Well, then why are you eating it on film now?
Okay, what's on it? Well, you know,
It's just a Aussie?
an Aussie.
Yeah.
Pineapple and no,
No.
what is it? No, what's it called?
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Yeah. So close to Hawaiian.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
All right, let's get to our final verdicts for The Running Man.
I loved this movie. This was a movie. The pacing was fine. Overall, its action engaged me, and the acting was good, and the world building was good. I was happy living in that network sort of place. For me, it's an 8 out of 10.
Wow, really? Okay. Huh.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
not an 8. Yeah. I was thinking, I was like umming and ahhing between an 8 and a 9, but I'll sit with
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just kind of surprised because I'm also going to give it an 8. I enjoyed it at the level of an
Ooh.
8, and I just feel like you've been lower than me the whole time. That's all. Like a little bit.
No, like that 8 was the gut feeling I had the second I left the cinema,
All right. Yeah.
and it's been like that the whole week. Nothing's brought it down. Nothing's brought it up.
All right.
I'm happy with an 8. Yeah.
Very good. You've just got a low key vibe about giving 8s. I like that. You just
I've
you know,
been
you
giving a
don't.
lot of 8s recently, so maybe that's a problem.
That's fine. No, dude. It's a feel. It's a feel. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not
Vinci,
quite
what
a
about you?
9, you know, but
Yeah, I get that.
I'll give it a 6. This movie was like watching a nice like fight, but it was never truly punchy. You know?
Okay.
what?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Like we're going back to his punchy analogy we used at the start.
Yeah. I just wanted to use
He's
like
bringing
a
it full
weird
circle.
analogy. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Fuck, he turned off his camera again. Are you serious? Whatever. He's got no say in news chat anyway. Whatever. He can like, mate, go and reheat your pizza during news chat or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's-
Let's get into news chat. We had a new trailer for Project Hail Mary, the most Luke-coded project I've ever seen. No pun intended. Luke, what do you think of this trailer?
It made me. This trailer was made for me. The music, I'm a sucker for trailers that take songs and then slow them down. That really hypes me up, and this trailer does that. And like already in the first trailer, I was pretty excited about this. It's like Ryan Gosling getting sent into space when he's not an astronaut. Like it's one of those sorts of like not necessarily fish out of water, but like in the same way that in The Fall Guy, he was a bit of a goofball. Seems like he's going to be doing that, but in space, like leaning into that Martian sort of territory. I think it's made by the same director or writer as The Martian or something like that.
It's just based on the author. Yeah, it's the same author.
Okay, yeah. So it's got that flavor to it, and like the trailer tells you a little bit more about what the movie's about, like some of the characters involved in the plots and things like that. I'm excited to see this movie. This would be a movie I definitely go to see in cinemas, as opposed to like waiting for it to go into streaming. Yeah.
Well, I'll be going with you because it's actually kind of a weird one for me. So I just finished reading this book a week ago,
Oh yeah.
and I didn't really like it very much.
Wow.
But this trailer was awesome, and I'm stoked for it.
Oh no, it's a Super Mario movie all over again.
Yeah. No, I think the thing about it is that from the look of the trailer, it looks very true to the book. Like I recognize every moment in the trailer and what it's meant to be. I just didn't in the book. I think you would love the book, Spooky. The book it's a very easy to read book. It's just very sciencey, and I just check out. I just zone out. It's the most boring shit ever to me. Like when the book has pages about the cells of the goddamn bacteria of the dude, I just don't give a fuck. Like it is so boring. And then I'm like, please. And it also doesn't help that like there's very few characters in the book, so it's like it's a lot of internal shit. And it's like, goddamn, I thrive on. I need some characters to work with, please. So anytime like there's scenes with more characters, I'm like I immediately feel my engagement shoot up. Anyway, my point is, I knew this movie was coming, so the whole time I was reading this book, I'm like, none of this is like making me doubt the movie though. Like I feel like a lot of this shit that I'm not liking, I feel like I could see myself really digging on screen. Like actually getting Ryan Gosling doing the space shit, doing the sciencey shit. Like, I feel like I could dig that a lot. I'm just not enjoying reading it. And this trailer like absolutely delivered. Like this is the best version of a trailer for this that I could have imagined. What I was kind of shocked. I can say this. This trailer's got the alien in it.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like based on the first trailer, I didn't know that was a thing in this movie. I thought it was just like he's in space, he's trying to save.
The first trailer might have been hiding it. I didn't watch the first trailer. I
don't think it was in the first.
Yeah. So like to me, reading the book, like I would have considered the alien a spoiler.
Okay.
But he's just in the trailer, so like I guess it's fine. Like he's a huge part of the story. Like it is like that is ultimately kind of what the story is. So like I It's not like I'm not necessarily disagreeing that they showed it. Like I could have gone either way, but like it is something that I like. It was a reveal for me in the book as I was going through it, having no idea what it was about. But so that was interesting. Like to me, it was going to a huge part. Like as I was reading the book, was like this movie. A huge part of it is going to depend on how well they can pull off the alien. In terms of like how it looks, because it's described very specifically and it's quite a unique looking creature.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I just don't know if I can see this being like pulled off well. And then there's like plenty of shots of it in the trailer. I'm like, oh, they did it.
Yeah.
Like that doubt has gone away immediately. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it looks really cool.
Mm.
So yeah, no, I'm stoked for this movie. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. And
Yeah.
Lord and Miller doing their thing. Gosling, dude.
Mm.
I've just got to say, I'm not a huge Ryan Gosling glazer. I think we've talked about this before. Where like, I don't love
You
him.
don't love him.
I don't love him. I appreciate a lot of what he's done, but like he's never like really connected with me as like one of my fave actors. But like just from this 2-minute trailer, like he's nailing this character. Like he absolutely nails the vibe of what I also was getting from this character reading the book. He's a nerdy guy who's very not antisocial, but very, I don't know, just very lacks in confidence. He's kind of like the guy who kind of walks in every room and he's like, oh God, what's going on? Like oh no, like that kind of guy. And like I got it from the trailer absolutely that he was nailing that shit. So so I'm impressed already with Ryan. And when I was reading the book, I'm kind of like, is Ryan Gosling too hot to play this character? And then I saw the trailer, I'm like, no, he's not hot enough. He's appropriately hot. It's fine.
All right.
It's fine. He's pulling it off. Okay, so none of us watched the Hunger Games trailer.
Like I didn't see the full trailer, but I saw a clip of what's it called when they all like rose and had to run to the middle, like at the start of the game.
Yeah, it's got a name. I can't remember.
I think I saw the photos of that. Like,
okay,
yeah, but that's it.
Who's the guy they got to play Haymitch?
Freaking Woody
I
Harrelson.
need to find this. No, but this movie's about young Haymitch, so I'm trying to find out this guy's. Jesse Plemons plays Plutarch, who's Philip Seymour Hoffman's character. That's cool.
Jesse Plemons plays a young Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Ray Fiennes.
That's fantastic.
Rafe is in the film?
Yeah.
Elle Fanning's in the... Rafe is President Snow, dude!
What?
Let's freaking go!
Ray Fiennes
My
is
God.
President Snow.
Hell yeah.
Really? Wow.
That's fucking sick. Oh my
That's
God.
good.
I love it. Holy shit. Dude, Kieran Culkin is Caesar.
Damn.
I'm just looking at this cast for the first time. That's sick. Oh my God.
Oh,
and Elle Fanning is Effie. Dude, this is stacked.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, dude, that's actually really exciting. I didn't watch this trailer because I'm reading this book right now. So I'm not going to watch the trailer. But that's awesome. Okay. That just got me way more hyped on the spot. I still don't know who the kid who's playing Haymitch is. Joseph Zada.
No, yeah, I think it was like he was famously kind of unknown when he was cast.
Okay. I'm down for that. That's fine. I trust that. Cool. Anyways, the only other item we have is the Zelda movie photos. Official. They're shooting this film right now in New Zealand. I think I probably shouldn't have done that. It's probably racist. But I just couldn't help myself.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what's worse, that accent or my saying that Jacinta was an ABC News presenter.
No, dude, my accent was definitely worse. You saying that's fine, I think. Zelda movie, Luke, diehard Zelda fan. I need your take on this. Like, I don't really care about my take. I need your take.
I thought the pictures looked fine. I liked that. I mean, like, Link's tunic was green, and Zelda's dress was blue, like clearly from like Breath of the Wild and things like that, which is one of my favorite designs of Zelda. So I'm fine with that. And she had a bow in her hand, so it looks like she'll be, if like more active as a character. I don't like. Famously, Link talk. Like he just grunts. That's the only sound he makes. And like any other time that he's been in a game that's involved dialogue, they've had a workaround where, like, he has a magic companion that speaks on his behalf. And so it's like, I don't I think he talks he talks in this, but, like,
Right, he has to talk in this.
he has to talk. Like, he can't be
Yeah.
silent, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we're just gonna have to bite the bullet on that. I don't think but, like, I don't know if you could do it any other way. Like, I don't think you could have, like, any kind of Zelda product where Link is silent the whole time. Like, I think you would need to talk. If, like, if it's
Yeah.
a live action film or an animated film. Um, like, I'll go to watch it. I don't have any expectations of it so far. A part of me is slightly disappointed that it's not animated, only because
Yeah.
that it's less likely for, like, a Super Smash Bros. Crossover with the Super Mario movie.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, like, there's that.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
for me, Zelda being live action basically cancels that option for the Mario movie. That, like,
Yeah,
it can't expand
absolutely.
into anything else. But, like, other than that, the photo looked fine, costumes look cool, it's very early. I'm sure everything will get leaked in, months leading up to the movie.
Mm,
There'll be a trailer
mm.
A and a trailer B. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. We need a trailer to know what they're going for here.
Yeah.
Link obviously has to talk. I can only hope that I can accept it. It's just
Well,
so weird.
yeah. It's
It's just I think if he as long as he's not talky, you know what I mean? Like, he's obviously gonna talk.
mm,
If they're careful with how much he says, I don't need him to have 3 lines. Like, he's obviously gonna
mm,
have more than that, but, like, if he feels like he's a man of few words and his dialogue is selective, that could
yeah.
work.
Do you think, like, not necessarily the same tone, but, like, similar to how, like, Geralt speaks in The Witcher, where, like, he's really short, kind of, like, grounded statements where he just says, like, yes or no, or, like, makes, like, noises and things like that?
Yeah, grunts a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I hope he doesn't have the gruffness. No, like, I don't
Yeah,
think
like
no,
like,
you
obviously
didn't mean it like that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, obviously he
Yeah.
won't have that. But just in terms of, like, his willingness to speak. Like, kind of like I don't know if this would be a fair comparison or something to draw from. Have you seen Ted Lasso?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've not seen it, but the Roy Kent character, does he speak a lot? Like, I've only sort of seen clips where he seems like he's quite reserved in how he speaks. Does he talk
I
a
mean,
lot?
that's his character, but no, he overall has plenty of dialogue.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, if you did that with Link, where, like, his character is
Yeah.
reserved, but overall he has dialogue, that would be fine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just curious what the tone's gonna be and, what's this movie about? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, but, like, Zelda hasn't got the most riveting stories in the world. Like, some of them are decent enough, but, like, I
yeah,
don't know. What are we doing here? Like, what's this about? I feel
yeah.
like I'm just very curious, that's all.
I kinda feel like there's too much to draw from. Like, I think there's so much involved in Zelda that, like, what kind of story can you tell that's, like, succinct enough? Like, I don't know. There's just, like, because each game is so different. I mean, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom sort of have a similar story, and, like, some other games have close comparisons as well, but otherwise, it's
Yeah.
like, there's such different tones between the movies, like, between games, sorry, like Twilight Princess to Wind Waker to Ocarina of Time. Like, they feel very different games, but, like, different characters, like, I'm not sure what they're gonna pull and how
You're
they
right.
make, like, some sort of synthesis of everything that already exists.
And they're already pulling from multiple things, just we've only got photos of 2 characters and
Yeah.
they're both different versions of the character.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
already we're like, "Oh,
That's
okay."
exactly right. Yeah, so it's like, well, what are they gonna do next? Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I like the way Zelda looks. I feel like Link's outfit looks like a cosplay to me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like something about, like, choosing the very dark green, like the Twilight Princess green with the Breath of the Wild Zelda is kinda weird to me. But who knows? Yeah, it's very little to go on, but we love speculating about this shit. We're gonna talk about every photo released
I
just as
can't
much
wait
as this,
for
don't worry.
Jack Black to be announced as Ganondorf. That's gonna be so good.
Oh my god, that'd be sick. No, it really wouldn't be.
Mm.
Jack Black can play, like, the king or whatever, I don't know.
I'm just picking all of Jack Black's, like, switches, vocal stems.
Yeah. Who's gonna play Navi?
Who's the most
Hey!
annoying actor in Hollywood at the moment?
Aquafina. Aquafina as
Oh.
Navi. Hey! Hey, listen! Hey!
Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That would be one of the worst things in the world. I would not love that.
That was a Luke Bait comment.
Yeah. And you've made me mad now.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Alright. Now it's time for our highlights of the week. Fitzy, what have you been watching?
Oh, I finished Black Rabbit.
Ooh, please tell.
No, big fan of the show. Yeah, I don't know. It was just like completely like my vibe. You know, New York. Jude Law continues to be amazing throughout the series. And it maintains that kind of like there are points where the two gang guys are a little corny, but like
Yeah.
it's still like overall it maintains the kind of realistic kind of tone to it throughout, and yeah, the stress, the kind of stressfulness or like the busy feeling aspect of it, that just kind of keeps escalating in a very satisfying way, and yeah, no, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that. I love that.
Mm.
Which was your favorite episode, if you have one? I want to see if
Favorite
it's the same as mine.
episode? I don't know. I don't really. Whenever he kind of got with the girl, and it was kind of like the Wes and her like had to like
Oh god, yeah.
split up or whatever, you know, that kind of episode was pretty great. I'm not sure when
Okay.
that was, but it was a later episode.
Episode 5-ish?
Maybe, yeah. Well, what was your favorite?
My favorite was the second last one. Like, the fallout of the whole like, the whole heist gone wrong and into the second last episode. I loved the
Yeah,
everything in
yeah,
that episode with, like, Jason Bateman basically just, like, running around New York
yeah, yeah,
on his own, like, trying to make it out and, like, barely making it out every time, and then, like, him making it into Times Square at dawn. It was so I love that shit. I loved it. And then, like, and Jude Law, meanwhile, like, at the hospital, like, trying to, like, answer police questions and, like,
oh yeah, that
failing
show was
so
peak
bad at
actually. That show was peak. Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was my favorite episode. I
Great.
loved that. I loved it. Yeah, agreed. Awesome. I've converted another Black Rabbit
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I feel like I'm a bit of a tastemaker these days. I'm taste making The Pit. I'm taste making Black Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a lot of influence, like.
You're an
So
influencer.
cringe. Sorry. No, that's good. I haven't really got anything. I've been starting to delve into the Visions Volume 3 episodes. I haven't finished them yet, so I'll get back to you on that. Jaden, I don't know if you're watching them yet, but start watching them so we can talk about them. That's what I want to say. That's what I'm using my highlight on this week to tell Jaden to watch something. Luke, what have you been watching?
Well, I actually just looked at my letterbox, and the last thing I saw was The Running Man. I've actually not watched anything since then. But and like before,
Jaden, you can catch him. You can catch him. He's slowing down.
oh
He's
yeah,
slowing down in his movie consumption.
I'm proper slowing down, but I'm feeling the urge to speed up again soon. But I guess
Oh man,
I'll talk about something I watched a little. I mean, I could talk about Frankenstein, but you spoke about that last week, so I might instead speak about. I watched Death in Brunswick, which that's a 1990 film with what's his name?
Um,
Yeah, and like that's pretty fun. He basically like Sam Neill becomes a cook for a nightclub, and then things escalate at the nightclub. An event happens, and he sort of gets thrown up in it. And like it's pretty fun, sort of like dark comedy. It's kind of cool. It's like set in Brunswick, hence the name, and it's kind of fun to see like this Aussie film. Like it's just set in it's not set in Melbourne or sorry, like Sydney or like some. It's just set in Brunswick. It feels very like grounded in that respect, and it's a bit of fun. Um, yeah, that was fun. I like that. It was a nice watch. Yeah.
I've never heard of this. Oh no, I feel like I have heard of it. I shouldn't say that, but no, I've never. Well, I haven't heard of it much. I'll say that. So I've just added it to my watch list. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll support Sam Neill.
Mm.
All right, now it's time where we hand the show over to you with our question of the show. Last week we asked you, what is your favourite movie or show you didn't realise was a Stephen King adaptation? Andy said, with a much more manageable comment, Brian De Palma's Carrie is a favourite movie of mine that happened to be a Stephen King adaptation, which I only found out about later. Perfect. Perfectly fits the criteria. I even bought a Blu-ray from Arrow Video just so I could rewatch it in one day, as if I am watching it again for the first time. Although King is known to have horror elements in his stories, the tracking shot of naked high school girls in the locker room showers for the opening credits would have never made me think King had anything to do with this. I can't say I disagree with that. This guy named Dr. Luke wrote in, but he's, I don't know, I might skip that one. Leanne said, my favourite Stephen King adaptation movie is The Shawshank Redemption. I have watched the film so many times, I could probably recite most of the dialogue. I didn't realise it was adapted from a Stephen King short story. And in the interest of not taking away other people's answers, wow, I will keep to this one answer, this one absolute classic film for this week. However, I can't promise I won't come up with more than one answer in the future. No, please don't change, Leanne. That's fine. You don't need to worry about that. Finally, Dr. White argues that some movies are so good that they should not even be considered for a sequel. Well, should not even consider a sequel. This is one of those movies. That's it for this week. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Leanne. That's very kind. Although, Leanne, you tried your best not to steal someone's answer, and I commend you for that. However, I think you might have stolen someone's answer.
So I've got a backup answer. So,
Oh, that's good. Luke, what are
and
your
I like,
answers?
yeah, I'll say that before someone else steals it. I was gonna say Shawshank, and because I had no idea, like the reason was I didn't know that was Stephen King because I thought he only wrote horror. But like opposed to that, I've only actually seen 3 Stephen King adaptations. One being Running Man, the other being Shawshank, third being The Monkey. So that's a movie that came out, I think it was either the start of this year or maybe late last year. It's the one about the, like, monkey doll with the symbol that's, like, haunted, and when you turn it, it, like, then kills the person, like, the closest to you, something like that. That was fun. That was a fun watch. That was I mean, it's a horror, leans into a lot of gore and, like, gruesome deaths and things like that. I didn't know that was Stephen King. I just looked up the list and that movie was there, and I was like, "Oh, there you go. I have seen another Stephen King adaptation."
Very good. I can't believe you've seen so little. Like, he's done so
Yeah,
many.
yeah. I've heard of the movies that he's seen, but I just haven't seen them.
That's crazy. Yeah. No, I get that. Man, Jaden's answer was Stand By Me. And talk about another one
Ooh.
that I just totally forgot was Stephen King. I'm looking at a list now and it's here, and I'm like, there's so many.
I think I actually
I
have.
can't get over it. You've seen Stand By Me?
Yeah, that was in year 7, I think. Year 7
Oh, yeah.
religion. We watched Stand By Me.
Damn, that's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good answer
Is
from
it?
Jaden. Whoa, steady on.
Like, only because I actually, like, I can't in conscious memory think about what happens in that movie. I know there's a train track and that's it. Like,
You
is
should
it?
revisit it.
Yeah?
Revisit it tomorrow. Maybe tonight, if you're so inclined.
I'm not.
Stay up late tonight, watch Stand By Me, and then I'll beat you at swimming tomorrow just because you're tired. So please do that. My answer is The Green Mile. I was staring at Liam. I thought I might have stolen it. Talk about a banger movie. Talk about is that? I think that one's also a short story. This guy just comes up with like crazy short stories
Mm.
that then just spark these incredible movies. Like, how does he do it? I don't know. Oh no, it's not. It's actually a novel. The Green Mile. It's based on yeah. No, it's a novel. Okay, no, I'll take that back for The Green Mile. Anyway, Shawshank was a short story. The Green Mile's a great movie. Have you seen The Green Mile, Luke?
I haven't, but that's the one where, like, the guy goes to prison and Tom Hanks is there and he's like, I'm afraid of the dark or something like don't turn the lights off, I'm afraid of the dark, something like that. I think I've, like, just
That is one
yeah.
moment in the movie. Yes. So yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've
Yeah.
heard of that.
It's a banger movie. It's a banger movie. Check it out. It's directed by the same guy who directed Shawshank. It was his film right after it. Frank Darabont, or however you say that name. Sorry, Frank.
Yeah.
He's
It's the
great.
old
No, so yeah, like if anyone likes Shawshank and hasn't seen The Green Mile, like you're definitely gonna love it. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I just realized they're both set in prisons as well. Just kind of Seems kind of obvious, but I just thought of that. But Liam, do you maybe have a backup answer, or did I ruin your life?
Oh well, no. I've known for a while that this is Stephen King, but I think when I first came across it, I definitely didn't know. Mine, my answer is Mr. Mercedes, which is a show,
Yeah.
a show with Brendan Gleeson in it. I don't know. It's just like a very weird story, a very weird show. It's like I think I watched like the first season, I think, or I watched like I think I was watching it while my parents were watching it, and they were on like season 2, so I saw like parts of it. But like it's just like this guy, this murderer.
Oh no, that's the Lincoln Lawyer. Never mind.
But it's like I don't know. It's like a cat and mouse game, kind of between detective and this kind of this kind of school shooter vibes guy who I think runs down people with a car, like with like
Oh
a
wow.
clown mask. It's like it's a very dark story, and it's like it's very I don't know, like you get a lot of Brendan Gleeson just like at his home and like talking to like people and neighbors and stuff. It doesn't really feel Stephen King in the way that it's not the story doesn't move like that fast. It's kind of a slower thing and it's kind of more grounded, but it does have supernatural aspects later on. But the supernatural aspects are quite weird as well. They're not like your traditional kind of ghosts or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a surprising one. But I am very surprised that Stephen King wrote The Running Man as well. Like when you told me that last week, I was like, I would not have pictured Stephen King writing this kind of sci-fi story.
Yeah.
So that and The Long Walk are both surprising.
Yeah. It just keeps on giving. Like, how many?
Mm.
What I want to know is, I'm not a Stephen King fan, as in, like, I've never read one of his books or anything, but like, how much more material has he got? Like, are we barely like? Has he got like 3 times as many things that haven't even been adapted yet? That are just like would blow our minds.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like it feels like we're getting to like his non-horror stuff now. So maybe
Finally, yeah.
yeah, maybe there is.
Does he have like 10 romantic comedies that we just haven't seen yet? But like they're going to come out
Oh
in the next
wow,
10 years?
I'd love to see that Stephen King rom-com.
Yeah, because you're not wrong. It feels like, I guess since like what would it have been first, like The Shining? Like since then, like we've just like Hollywood just really attached to the horror side of him, I guess.
Well, I was looking at this list, and there's like a ton of horror. I mean, like Stephen King is like horror. Then he did The Outsider. What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing like I don't know the percentage, but I'm guessing it's like probably like 70%. It's around like 70% horror. So
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. Have you seen The Outsider? No, I haven't
No.
either. It's got Ben in it. I thought you might have seen it, Spooky.
Does it have Ben Middleton?
Ben Mendelsohn's in it, mate.
What? Oh, that's good. Adding that to my watch list.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. As always, we'd love you to submit your responses, thoughts, and/or reviews for next week's film in the YouTube or Instagram comment section, or join the Discord server this week. The specific question we'll be asking you is, what animal would you like to speak to? Let us know. That's it for this week's episode of Cinema Effect. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Liam, why am I asking this question?
because we are continuing with the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And as we all know, Harry Potter can speak to snakes and Parseltongue. So
Yeah.
what animal do you want to know what they're thinking? I want to know my dog's thoughts, but I feel like he doesn't really. It'll be pretty
Wouldn't be that interesting.
disappointing. But yeah,
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, I'll have to ponder that. Are you going to watch Philosopher's Stone?
maybe I don't know. See what happens.
Yeah.
You've seen it
That's
before,
curious.
though, right?
How I seen Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah.
Imagine if he hadn't.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. Crazy. All right. I appreciate Liam and Luke for joining me as always. Have a great rest of your week, and goodbye.